Hello 7th graders. As you know, we've been working with the scope, and I want to go over and try to post this online as a video on the operation and handling of the microscope, just in case if you were to have a performance quiz. This is what you can go back to study if you needed to. Okay. First, we're going to begin with how to carry the microscope. As displayed in class, you have one hand under the base and one hand on the arm. Since we're working on the tables, you shouldn't have to carry them around too much anyway, but just in case if you did. Next, you're to unwind the cord and plug it in to adjust the arm and the scope so it's close to you and to make it comfortable while you're actually focusing. Just plug it in here. Okay, so try to get the cord out of the way. With the newer scopes, you do have to switch them on. The older scopes, you do not. Okay. Okay. Always start in 4x power. That would be the smallest objective lens that you see right here. Just so we understand what we're looking at. This is, of course, the eyepiece, the arm, the base, the stage clips, and the objective lenses. We're going to, of course, start with the objective lenses. That's the low power, or the 4x or 40x power. Excuse me, the 4x power. Next thing we're going to do is take this slide. We're going to place it onto the stage, and we're going to align it so it is properly underneath the objective lens, and that it is above the light source, so it is sort of centered right there. You could zoom in right there to try to look at that. It's okay if you have to move. Okay. Now, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to turn the coarse adjustment until the lens is almost touching the slide. Alright? It should be closing that distance you see right there. Only using the coarse adjustment. Then we're going to look through the eyepiece using the coarse adjustment to focus the specimen. You always want to focus away from the slide first. Remember, slow and steady. Okay, now that I have it in focus, I want to make sure that it's centered within my viewing field. That way, when I switch to high power, it'll always be focused in the center there so we can see it. Okay. Now, we're going to switch from 4x to 10x. That's going to turn our total magnification up to 100x. You do not need to move the slide or the stage. All you need is to click in the objective lens as you see right here. And remember, it should click into place. You should hear it. Okay, now we're back, and I'm focusing using the 10x power of the objective lens. I'm going to focus using the coarse and using the fine adjustment to make sure that's as focused as I need it to be when I switch to the next power. Okay, now we're focusing from the 10x power to the 40x power, and it's probably one of the harder things to do because you have to switch it without touching the slide or moving the stage. Again, it's going to seem like the slide is going to hit, which it may, but the objective lenses are built in a way where it should not matter. Now, once you are in the highest power, the high power, the 40x, do not touch the coarse adjustment. You can only touch the fine. Okay? Now when I begin to focus, I want to make sure that I focus with the fine adjustment only and get it to the point where it's as clear as you can make it. And I have it set ready to go right there. And now if I'm drawing this, I would usually just draw what I see right there in the viewing field, and the specimen should be filling the entire viewing field at this point. Okay? Now at this point you may need to adjust the diaphragm to get a better resolution because of the light. Some specimens appear better in the dark light, where some appear better in the bright light. It's up to you to figure that out. Good. Now there's the best resolution I have right there. My slide is focused, I can draw it, and I'm pretty much set at this point. Alright, now at the end of this, what I do to readjust it and basically clean up the scope is turn it to the 4x power use the course adjustment to pull down my slide away from the 4X, remove my slide, shut off my scope, and again wind up my cord. Okay? So, keep in mind all those little things that you just saw in the video. It will help you, first of all, focus, and also, if there were to be a performance quiz, it would also help you to study for that as well. Thank you, and good luck.